right, let's go back to Minnesota. Somali fraud and silence whistleblowers. Minnesota's Democratic machine, the machine, is accused of blocking fraud probes into Somali-run operations, intimidating the auditors, and blacklisting whistleblowers who tried to expose it. A Minnesota Representative Marion Rarick told a House hearing that a Somali-aligned Democrat political machine in Minnesota successfully silenced not one, not two, not 10, but hundreds of government experts monitoring the massive flows of taxpayer money. Up to 1,000 auditors were threatened and blacklisted. 1,000 that included auditors, accountants, and program managers. They faced explicit threats of being fired with cause. And what does fired with cause mean? It means you don't get any benefits. You're completely out in the code. You had a pension plan, it's gone. Everything's gone. So fire with cause, denying them unemployment and blacklisting them from all state agencies as Minnesota's a Democrat-run state. Now, DHS says the focus was on employees, not fraudsters, meaning they were monitoring the whistleblowers, the people who they feared could expose the grift. They weren't monitoring the fraudsters. They were spying on the people who were trying to expose the corruption. An example, Faye Bernstein, punished for speaking up. A former DHS compliance specialist, she told Newsweek she was escorted out of the building, investigated, banned from DHS properties, and involuntarily transferred after raising concerns. The belief by some, they want to replace hardworking Americans because of the grift. They pay Somalis, they get the vote, Democrats stay in power. I think there's some truth to it. I don't think it's as black and white. My issue with this, guys, again, as a Panamanian seeing two dictators, this is what dictators do. This is what communist countries, socialist countries, authoritarian countries, this is what they do. This is America. People who want to blow the whistle should be taken care of, should be protected. They're the true heroes, not some bimbo in a car. I think this is very important. Having these people investigated, and arrests should be made and must be made. JD Vance unveiled a new DOJ fraud-busting post. He announced there's going to be a new Assistant Attorney General for fraud to lead federal probes, not only into this type of welfare fraud, daycare fraud, political fraud, but the political violence, meaning who's funding the bimbo in the car? Who told her you got to be there this time? Who told the guy, hey, these pallet of bricks are for you in LA? They're going to be investigating that. So right now they're going to start in 3 states, our favorite state of Minnesota, but also Ohio and our own home state, California. And again, it's going to be tied as well to the protest shooting in Minnesota. This is the group that will be investigating those type of issues. Your thoughts on this finally happening? Do you think it'll happen, G, or do you think it's a day late, dollar short?
No, I think it will happen. Minnesota is, I think it's been taken over by corruption and fraud. Look at California. California probably takes the cake. There's probably tons of corruption, tons of fraud here. I'm sure there's a ton of welfare fraud. I'm sure the daycare and all that stuff, that there's probably a ton of fraud here. I'm glad JD Vance is appointing this, because if you look at all these states with big cities, and for some reason it happens, states with big cities, there's fraud. And it's because when you got a bunch of people together, millions of people together, it's like some guys will escape the radar and operate underneath the covers and apply for free money from the government. And we're talking about the Somalis. I'm talking Americans. There's plenty of Americans doing fraud, and we need to really crack down on them.
I agree. So, and then I want to get your perspective. They're defending Hood, who put herself in a position, and they're trying to make her the victim. But they want to prosecute and destroy people who want to expose fraud. When you hear that, what are your thoughts?
I guess my initial thought is that it's not that surprising, William, that they're going to be playing both sides all the time. But to this fraud issue, I do actually think that they're going to investigate it. I do think that we've talked about this. We talk about this at length, how much hypocrisy there is inside the arguments that the Democratic Party makes. I was shocked at the extent of the fraud and how they were able to get away with it. These daycare centers that had no children, all of it was really shocking to me. But she makes a good point too. People take advantage. People look for ways they can abuse the system and for their personal gain. all the time. People can take advantage of things and get some sort of angle for themselves and maybe profit themselves from something. I think sometimes they'll do it. It doesn't matter what ideology, if they're conservative, you know what I mean? I'm asking you, William, like, do you think that the Republican Party has a better moral compass? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, no doubt today, but we have the God-fearing people, Christians, who believe in God, pray to God. The left, their God is their ideology. They hate God.
That's
They
a fair
hate
point.
Christians. They hate Catholics. So I'm not saying we're better, but we are more God-fearing. So statistically, I will say if I had to pick, the Republican odds are that's a God-fearing person. I would trust that person better than I would the Democrat. And the biggest giveaway, which I hate to say this, people, it's true. Green hair, blue hair, shaved hair, stay the hell away from them. That the odds are that's a hardcore leftist. Stop helping me, suburban woman, right there. There is no reason to sit there and try to destroy the lives of people trying to expose corruption.
Hey everybody, this is William Del Pilar, founder of Grumblings Media, and I want to say thank you for watching our content. If you want to support our all-volunteer efforts at Grumblings Media, smash the subscribe button right here. 100% free, and please consume and share our great content. Click either one of these two boxes for more of our work.